Okay, guys, this is my review for season 1 of Jessica Jones on Netflix by Marvel. Personally, I don't like Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. She's a good actor, but every time I look at her, I always think of Michael Cera and whatnot, and she looks like a fucking bird to me. The guy who played Luke Cage in the season, he was pretty good. He needs to work on his acting a little bit more, but he was actually pretty good as Luke Cage considering a lot of people want like big name actors to play Luke Cage. This guy did pretty good for playing him in this series. Kristen Ritter, she's good at acting, but she's got some problems. She's got that look on her face like Ben Affleck had back in when he did Daredevil, where he was puzzled. He didn't know where the fuck he was half the time, and whatnot. But in certain episodes, she kind of clicked into it and knew where she was going with her acting and whatnot, and how she wanted to do the character in that episode and whatnot, Luke and whatnot like that. Um, David Tennant is one of the greatest actors out there. He's been great since he did Doctor Who, but he's always played a good guy, except for in Harry Potter. But you actually get to see David Tennant play one of the greatest villains in Marvel. Vincent D'Onofrio in the Daredevil season 1, he's fantastic. He's the right size. He had the right look to playing the Kingpin. But Kilgrave, David Tennant's character in season 1 of Jessica Jones, the major disappointment in this season was Kilgrave's other name is known as the Purple Man was not because of purple outfits, like purple fancy outfits. He wore purple fancy outfits in the comics, but he was known as the Purple Man because he had purple skin. That's the major thing I noticed in this. They did not give him purple skin in this season. I was hoping at the very last episode, on the very end, maybe near the end of the season, when his dad did another experiment on him, that he was going to have purple skin for the last final fight with Jessica Jones in this. I'm not going to tell you what his fate on what happens to Kilgrave in this season because a lot of people haven't seen it yet. But all in all, David Tennant is one of the greatest villains for Marvel, and it's on the small screen. That's sad to say because they have a lot of big screen villains, and they can't owe up to Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin and David Tennant as Kilgrave and Jessica Jones and Daredevil and whatnot. What I really want to see in season 2 of Jessica Jones is I want to see Kingpin and Kilgrave work together. I don't know how they're going to do it, considering the ending of the season 1 of Jessica Jones, but if you know the character of Kilgrave, he has the ability to heal any kind of wound, gun wound, anything like that. He can heal automatically, but his main power is being able to manipulate people as little toy puppets of his own. If he really wanted to, he can make big crowds kill each other right on the spot. Kristen Ritter, she really needs to work on some of her facial expressions for her character in this. She's got good acting to it, but her facial expressions and her acting and whatnot, and it is kind of puzzling for me in this season. She kind of worked on it. There's a lot of far more better actors that they could have picked that actually has the acting ability to play a superhero like Jessica Jones in this. But this is an origin season, and it's the origins of certain characters in it. I also liked Will Simpson, Nuke, in this. The actor in it, he did pretty good at playing Nuke in this, and I liked how they got into the whole pill popping later on in the season. And I like how the tone for this season was like, it was similar to Daredevil, but it wasn't as dark as Daredevil. Maybe it's because they had different director directing it this season of Jessica Jones. But all in all, for Jessica Jones, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10 on my rating. I hope you guys enjoyed Jessica Jones. I liked it, but there were certain parts I did not like of this season, and I liked the origins on Kilgrave and whatnot, how they explained his origins on how he was so psychotic. And I liked how they explained origins of Jessica Jones in it and trying to explain more origins of people in it. And I was hoping to see Matt Murdock show up as a lawyer to Jessica Jones in this, or somebody fighting Trinity from Matrix's character in the show. But all in all, my rating on the show is a 7.5 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed it a little bit more, but there was some things about this show that was a little downhill for me. But till next time, I hope you guys check it out. Jessica Jones.